All right, looks like we're live, everybody. Hello, my name is Russ.
I'm Kerry.
And we are the Roads We Roam.
And it is Russ's birthday today, so thank you, everybody. I already see a ton of people in the room. I put out a little call to action earlier for people to stop by and say hello. And we've got a bunch of people here already that
let's
wished
find
you
out
a
who's
happy
here.
birthday. Jen Goodyear kicked
real quick,
it off.
Stop, Eat, Explore. Happy birthday, Russ. How's that shower, Dave and Susan? Thank you so much, guys. Very much appreciated. The shower was fantastic. Showers.
Plural.
Plural, yeah. Getting all footballed out. So thank you so much, and it's much appreciated. I hope Susan is feeling well.
Yes,
I know Dave's taking care of her. So thank you so much, guys. Very much appreciated.
Everybody, if you haven't already, I know they've had a little bit of a surge lately, so check out Stop, Eat, Explore.
Yes.
They're a new channel.
Yeah.
Give them some love.
Yeah, give them some Roads We Roam road crew love. They've been with us for a very long time.
They're Little Guy Max owners,
Long
too.
time, yeah. Little Guy Max owners. So if you're not already subscribed to them, swing over, hit the subscribe button. David, Susan, we will put your
link below
as well.
After the show.
All right, guys.
Jen Goodyear kicked everything off singing Happy Birthday with her puppies.
Thank you, Jen.
Miss Donna Delahanty is here. She thought she missed it. She was wishing you a belated birthday, but I told her it's today, so she was very happy.
Thank you, Donna. Everybody, if you don't know, Donna Delahanty is always here. She is our lead moderator. She does a fantastic job. So
Thank you, Donna.
Everybody make sure you tell her thank you as well, because she makes sure things go smooth and gets rid of any of the trolls that we have. So thank you, Donna. So much appreciated what you do for us every live chat.
We have Jim, a.k.a. Eagle's Nest,
hey,
here.
Jim, thanks for joining us.
Auntie Debbie Jean, who is another October birthday baby.
Awesome.
October 2nd, so happy belated birthday,
Happy
Auntie
belated
Debbie
birthday
Jean.
to you, too.
We have... I saw some other good names. I was talking Deborah Cadabra.
Hey, Deborah. Cheers.
So we were talking about footballs, other sports. Jen is a big hockey fan, which I told her is too cold for me. Deborah loves baseball, so I was telling her how we went to
Donna
a lot
loves
of
baseball,
Chihuahua games
Yeah.
when we lived in El Paso for a while, minor league games, but I just love the atmosphere of baseball.
Yeah, growing
games.
up, I used to go to a lot of Brewers games. We went to, about 6 or 7 every year. And we've been to one professional hockey game. We've been to the Whalers. Remember? Way
a long
back.
time ago.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in New England, so Boston Bruins were big for us.
Yeah.
Boston Celtics,
we went
Boston Bruins, and of course, the Red Sox, and then you had the Patriots.
We went to the Hartford Whalers.
All right, so RV Underway is here.
Hey, guys.
Checked out your bloopers. Love that.
Yeah, that was a very fun video.
We have RV reviews by the Air Force guy. Paul's
Hey, Paul.
listening to us in the car on his way into
On
work.
his way to go do more videos on his day off.
You know it.
Yep.
You know it. That guy works nonstop.
He does.
We have sweet Miss Mary Lou North.
Hey, Mary Lou. Thanks for joining us.
She wished you a happy birthday
Thank
as
you
well.
so much. Much appreciated.
Miss Stacy Forrest.
Hey,
is
Stacy.
here.
I've been
Hi.
chatting with Chris all morning. We've been texting back and forth.
That is always trouble. We know this. We know that for sure. Mom is here telling you it's a beautiful day in Florida.
Awesome. Thank you, Mom.
CBGB Smith Family Travels. Hi from Dublin, Ohio.
Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us.
I hope you're having good weather here.
Yeah, it's kind of some crazy weather going on right now.
Today has been a really nice day. I think for your birthday, the weather finally cleared.
Yeah.
And we've had sunshine, and I am absolutely loving it.
The longest I haven't had to drive in rain all day today, which is something new to us.
I
just
saw
got a super chat from Stacy.
Not for your birthday, Russ. You're getting jerky for that. This is for the Togo, so I can have my name on that and the generator. LOL. Love you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Stacy.
What Stacy is referring to is a few months ago we had an issue with our generator. We kind of got swindled by the generator repair guy, and people kind of stepped up and helped us with that. and I told everyone, your name's going on the generator for the donation.
Yeah, and they're on there.
I showed Stacy at the Ship Shawana thing that I had my handy dandy label maker, and everybody's names are all on our generator. So
Yeah, we'll have to take a picture of that, put it up in our community section here on YouTube.
Yes, I'll
so everybody
decorate
can
the
see
Togo
that.
before Russ puts it up there with everybody's names, and we'll include you on that.
Thank you so much, Stacy. That helps out immeasurably. Thank you.
We have Missouri Traveler, a great Sunday from Kansas City, Missouri.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us.
Trouble from Tennessee in the room, Kim DeGray, who's
Yeah.
my sister.
Carrie's sister, Kim. Thanks for joining us, Kim.
Lynn Castleman. Alan Bean, another
Hey,
Tennessean.
Lynn. Another troublemaker, too.
This is true.
Always a fun time with Alan. We got to meet up with Alan in one of our Tennessee meetups. Had a great time meeting him and Kelly, his girlfriend. It was fantastic. So
Yes.
looking
I
forward
really
to our
enjoyed
next
that.
meetup. Yeah.
Lewis outside from Florida.
Hey, Lewis, I've been watching your Instagram posts on fishing down there in Florida, catching all kinds of trout. Man, I got to tell you, it reminds me of back when I lived in Hawaii, going out on the boats to go fishing. I was living through him vicariously. So thanks for sharing all those photos there, Lewis.
Jurgen's Journeys. Hello, folks, and hi,
Hey.
Donna. Good job. Yes, he's saying good job to Donna. She does fantastic
She
job.
does, yeah.
Lewis outside said, "Have a beer on me."
Awesome,
so that
Lewis.
just came through. Maybe some more Yingling.
Boy, that's a whole case right there, Lewis. Thank you so much. Much appreciated,
You can get
Lewis.
some of that Yingling before we leave
Yeah.
Pennsylvania area.
Yeah, but not with that, because this is for channel-related stuff. So
But I'll splurge and I'll get him a Yingling. Don't you worry,
thank
Lewis.
you so
Thank
much,
you.
Lewis. Much appreciated, man.
Northwoods RV Life. Happy
guys.
birthday, Russ.
Thank you so much. Wow, I've gotten more happy birthdays than ever before, I think,
know,
right
you're
now.
feeling the
Yeah,
love here.
I do feel the love from the road crew.
Here's a new name I haven't seen before. So welcome to the room, Learning as We're Living. Glad caught you live. Well, we're glad you stopped
Awesome.
by. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I know there's always, we usually have 40, 50 people in here, and we only know you're here if you comment. So thank you for commenting. We're glad we get to say your name out loud and know you're here with us.
Real quick, just in case you are new to the room, I usually do my spiel, but we got so excited and so busy.
Yeah.
If you are new to the room, this is an RV channel. Feel free at any time, if you have a question, shoot it out. Don't worry about where the conversation is at the moment.
Yep.
We can interrupt Russ's birthday wishes. We're here to help you out. If we don't know the answer, people in the room
Yeah,
do.
the collective knowledge in this room is just amazing. There are people that have been RVing. Carrie and I have been doing this for a year full time, so we've gotten quite a bit of knowledge in a short period of time. But there are people that have been doing this for years and years and years in this room right now. So just a whole lot of information. That's the whole reason Carrie and I started this, was to learn. And we learn by a lot of your questions to us. To be honest with you, there are a lot of questions even now that we don't know, but somebody always picks up that baton and answers. So yeah, feel free to talk, even if it's not RV related. That's what this room is all about. It's all about you guys.
Rosebuds Travels, Lewis and Katie, our casita owners, are
Hey
here.
guys,
They
thanks
are
for joining
back.
us.
Outdoor Staycations, happy birthday from Mary Beth and Jerry.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary
Thank
Beth
you.
and Jerry.
They actually left. Russ didn't know I did this. I went into the community page before the show and I put a little birthday thing on there, and several people had left some birthday wishes, so I will let you check those out after this show.
I was a little embarrassed, but
I told him about it, but he didn't get to see it because it was like right before. We have Silver State Canine LLC.
Awesome.
Hey, John, how you
hey,
doing?
John, thanks for joining us, man. Much appreciated.
Ooh, Paranormal Voices. I like
Wow.
that. I'm
Good
checking that channel out after the show. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
gotta check
that sounds
out.
spooky.
I like it. Vincent Savitz, another new name.
Hey, Vincent, thanks for joining us, man.
Happy
Much
birthday,
appreciated.
Russian from Pennsylvania and Harvey's Adventures.
I saw him come on and said he meant Russ, not Russian.
Oh, Russ.
You know
Okay.
how those typos are.
That's true.
Or not typos, but autocorrect is.
And
so
I just
thank you very
assume
much.
Russian because our son was a Russian
Yeah.
major, so
Yeah.
whenever it's in there, I tend to read.
I thought that as well, because like Carrie said, our son is a Russian major. So when I first saw it, it was cool.
But thank you, Vincent.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming by today and wishing Russ a happy birthday.
Yes, definitely.
Our national adventure. Hey,
Hey,
guys.
guys.
Thank you. We have Harold Gatlin.
Hey,
Harold's
Harold.
birthday was on the 5th, I believe.
Awesome. Well, happy
Yeah,
birthday
he
to
had a
you,
birthday
Harold.
just like last weekend. So another October baby.
Oh, Libras, huh?
You know it. You know it. Big ships, little boats. We got
Dave.
in the room, and Lynn is in the room as well.
Yes. Hello, Lynn.
They are winterizing their camper today.
Fun.
Which is something I want to get to talking about as we get through the show a little bit, because that's been on my mind lately.
Yeah, we're going to have to be doing something like that with our little guy here pretty soon. We're going to have to go back and winterize.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that I didn't really think about. So we've been up here in the Northeast, and we decided to do a side trip earlier in the week to go to Connecticut to get some mail and see some family. And a lot of the campgrounds were already shutting down for the season.
Yeah.
And some shut down at the end of September, some at October 15th, and the last few holdouts November 1st. But everybody was talking about winterizing up there. So
that campground, you're going to see it too in our What's Up Wednesday video coming up there. It felt abandoned, but there were so many RVs there. I don't think until the last day.
We should send Paranormal Voices over there, because I'm sure they'd find something.
I don't think until the last day did we start seeing people there. If you see me kind of always looking over here and going there, I've got Abby, who is in a mood right now. She keeps grabbing my hand and pulling it over with her paw so she can lightly nibble on my finger.
Montana Project,
hey you guys, good seeing you. Yeah, we haven't seen them for a while on the live chats.
They're bearing out from snow. Actually, did you guys get snow? I don't know if you did, but I know
they're in Seattle, so I don't think they did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. You didn't get snow.
Yeah,
but Montana did. That's where I got it.
West Yellowstone got some crazy snow. Some of our friends that live up there sent us some pictures. Man, it looked like dead of winter already.
We'd been stuck there for the winter. We would have been buried in.
Yeah, I know. Would have been unhappy
with
right
no
now.
Propane.
Yeah, that's how things go, you know. We would have had propane until the snow came, and then when we would have been stuck, we wouldn't have had propane.
Which, okay, little sidebar here. One of the things that I've noticed,
That's right, Stacy, 48.
Yes, he's 48. One of the bigger differences between a travel trailer, like what we had, and this, is trying to find places for propane. So we have to put a lot more thought into it and drive up to it instead of just taking the canister and running it over to a smaller place.
Yeah. You know, even going, you got to, like, usually gas stations, you could just drive in with the truck. Or, you know, with us, what we would do is we would just go to Walmart and get a new can.
Blue Wave. Hi, everyone, from Bob and Debbie.
Bob and Debbie, thank you so much. Much appreciated for that super chat.
Blue Wave has been growing leaps and bounds.
I know, he's like 500 now.
So good job, Bob and Debbie.
Let's get him some more subs.
Yeah, we're going to put the link down below after this show.
I knew that channel was going to grow just because Bob is very personable. He's got a very good speaking voice about him. So even when we first came across him, he was in that hundreds level, not even 100 yet. And I just knew that channel was going to grow.
They went to the Big Texan.
Yes.
They didn't do the food challenge, though. So I think we're going to have to bring Bob along with you next time. Go back to Amarillo a third time for them.
I think I'll put a dent in the Big Texan, but I'll do it because it's good video.
No, I would love to just sit and see you try that. That is going to be something we are going to try.
We'll get that on video for sure. Again, thank you so much, Blue Wave.
I can't believe we've got Becky and Fabian in here from Proceeding Onward. They are working the sugar beet harvest
I know,
right now.
right? That's
they work
crazy.
the night shift, too. So I really appreciate you guys waking up and doing this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to you about that because it's something I want to do. I don't necessarily want to do it for the money. I just want to do that for the experience because I've heard a lot of people talk about it. And Becky and Fabian have a lot of experience in a lot of different work camping environment scenarios. They've worked at KOA, they've worked at Amazon. Now they're doing the beet harvest, so that's fantastic.
Well, somebody else that's doing it, Learning as We're Living. They're new to the full-time RVing community. They launched about 2.5 months ago.
Awesome,
so
guys.
Real new. Currently, they're at the Beet Harvest in East Grand Forks, Minnesota, and they're loving the lifestyle so far. I'll tell you what, it's addictive. Once you get into it, I can't imagine any other way.
There's only one way that I would ever leave this right now, and that's
Hawaii.
to go back to Hawaii, my home state. But that's not going to happen, so we are going to...
So we'll be RVing. Deborah Cadabra, yes, I agree. She said, I love seeing all these new names in the room.
Yes, yes.
She's found some great channels here.
We love it too.
That's one of the reasons why, another one of the reasons why we do this, because one of the questions we got asked so many times when we first started, we would talk about how we would watch RV channels before we started and to learn different things. And people said, well, what are some of the channels you watched? What are the ones that you do? And there's so many new ones coming out right now. So by doing this, we can kind of keep everybody kind of up to speed on all the new great names.
Abby keeps pulling me over there. And we watch the big channels, you know, and we kind of have migrated away from the big channels now, and we watch all these smaller channels. To be honest, there is so much great information from these smaller channels.
Oh, I agree. Andrew King is here. And
hey, thanks for joining us.
He said, kiss each other, and then you both have a kiss. So we'll say that for after this show, but thank you, Andrew. Russell Pottinger's here. Happy birthday, Russ.
Thank you.
Great shout out to your driving video that you put out yesterday.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We worked pretty hard on that video.
Russ worked really hard on that. Jürgen, I think you made a comment in the video where, Russ, how do you do all those animations?
Oh, yeah.
I guess there's an app for that. No, Russ painstakingly created those photos and did all the movements in the animation. It took him hours and hours, but he figured it was the best way to show.
There are just things you can't video, you know, out there, especially with the trucks kind of sucking you in as you're driving by. So just to let you know, what I used was Photoshop, created the photos, the graphics, and then animated them using a part in Photoshop called transform. But still, it's set in key points. You know, not key points. Boy, I can't think of the key. It'll come to me. I'm sorry, but
don't ask me.
Travels with Delaney.
Happy birthday, Russ! Enjoy an Einstein bagel on us. I love Einstein
Thank you so
bagels.
much, Patrick and Patty. Much appreciated, you guys. Again, if you haven't heard of Patrick and Patty yet, which I think it's impossible because
I think it's impossible.
They're a fantastic channel there. Great friends of ours.
Yes.
Taught us a lot. We've been able to be out with them 3 or 4 times now and spent multiple days at a time with them. So if you're not already following Travels with Delaney, go ahead and check him out. One of the coolest things about Patrick and Patty. Yeah, we'll put it below. One of the great, neatest things about Patrick and Patty Travels with Delaney, I think they're like a 14,000 sub channel, something like that. And they really take young channels or smaller channels and under the wings, and they give them shout outs. They did that for us, and it really helped us. I've seen them do that for multiple other channels. Stop, Eat, Explore for Brett.
Oh my goodness, our son.
And then also This Nomadic Idea as well, and many others. But Brett, thank you so much. I think that's the first time Brett has ever given me cash or that last super chat from Brett Balbirona.
That's monumental. Okay, we've finally gotten to the point where everything is okay in the world. Our son graduated college, moved off on his own, and he's giving us money now.
Thank you, Brett.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
So we have Jürgen said, I think I missed the part of how old the birthday boy is. He's 48.
Yep.
Learning as We're Living, they launched 2.5 months ago from Connecticut. So I'm a Connecticut girl. Let me know which part you're from. Stacy had answered the question.
Yep.
CBGB Smith Family Travel said, sad to hear it's the end of the season. We get our tag 10/22, October 22nd, and we're planning trips to Dark Sky Parks this year. Pray for a long fall. That's got to be the worst when you get it. It's like you get a brand new toy and you can't use it. Well, and I know he's going to bring up something, or if he doesn't, I'm just going to jump to the chase.
I'm going to.
Okay, go ahead.
There's a channel out there, Randy's Adventure, that has a little guy, Max, and she goes camping in the wintertime all the time. Yeah. That's what I'm bringing up. Obviously, it looks like we were thinking of 2 other things.
Yes.
But I've seen video of her husband shoveling snow to the fire pit. So just because the season is going, if you're crazy like Randy, doesn't mean that the season's over. If it's like me, the season's over. Or we're heading southwest.
Okay, so the thing I was thinking of, and this is a little insight, I was talking about how when you get a gift and you can't use it for a while.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And for our very first Christmas together, we didn't have a lot of money, but I knew Russ wanted a video game system. And I only had enough money.
That was a Nintendo.
To get him a Nintendo, but I didn't have enough money for the game. So on Christmas, he got to open up a Nintendo, but had no games.
That was before they started giving a game with the thing, too. Yeah, but that was back in the day, boy. But still, you know, I think I was playing that Nintendo on a black and white 19-inch TV,
yeah,
too.
Really tiny. Paranormal Voices said the Netherlands here.
Oh,
no
wow.
snow yet. 65 degrees it was today.
Oh, that's great weather.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah,
That's fantastic weather, actually.
The Netherlands. I think that's the first time we've had somebody from the Netherlands. We'd have Mexico. We've had UK. Trying to think. New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but never the Netherlands. So welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that
Very
is so
cool.
We got to plan a trip to the Netherlands now. We have friends there now. Stop Eat Explore said, sadly, they're winterizing their rig tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot of people are. A lot of people we've talked to are.
Minnesota. Well,
no, they're in Michigan.
Michigan, that's right.
Yeah.
Randy's Minnesota.
Yep.
Does she winterize at all, or does she just keep it going?
No, I'm pretty sure she dry camps when it's that cold out.
Vincent asked, where are we at in the Northeast? Right now, we stopped at an area in Pine Grove.
Okay, I was going to say, I didn't even know where we are. We're stopped in Pine Grove just to film the video.
I'll tell you what is fantastic. They have this exit, if you get off right at Pine Grove area, their McDonald's there actually has 6 lanes of RV parking and pull-through.
Yeah.
Which you don't see that very much, especially out in the east.
Yeah, it's very RV friendly.
So, and not only that, I saw the Hampton Inn had pull-throughs. They've got a pilot travel center here. So if you're heading down that 81, that's a good area.
What's funny is the pilot looks like the least RV friendly.
Out of everything, yes, exactly.
Yeah, which is usually opposite.
So Northwoods RV Life, I don't think he has. I'll be surprised if he says yes. They said, have you had a chance to check out their new channel art yet?
I have not. No.
No, he's been too busy taking showers and watching TV.
I'll tell you right now, your thumbnails are fantastic. So I would imagine the channel art will be fantastic. I'll check it out.
Robert Stitt, hey Robert.
Hey Robert, thanks for joining us.
Happy birthday, Russ. October 15th appears to be the most common day for campgrounds to close for the season here in Ontario too.
Yeah.
It's mainly provincial parks that stay partially open. Yeah, it just seems like everything up here in the East Coast is starting that shutdown or getting ready to. So I'm glad we're heading south now.
Yep.
Scott and Ariane are here.
Hey
This
guys.
Nomadic Idea. Hey everyone, good to see you all. Hey guys, loved your live stream yesterday.
Yeah, we just talked about you with in relation to Travels with Delaney, but guys, check out This Nomadic Idea. Yeah, I was check out This Nomadic Idea. They got a video out. They're going to start doing weekly live chats, kind of like us, and they're looking for votes or your input basically on when day and time, as well as what they might call it. So check out their video. You can leave comments in their comment section there. All that data, all that information is very helpful.
I voted for Thursday.
Thursday works for us.
Okay. Natman Allen is here.
Hey, aloha, brother.
Donna Delahanty is asking, please hit that like button, everyone.
Thank you, Donna. Much appreciated.
Russ some birthday love on that
I just saw a couple of likes go up, too, so that worked, Donna. Much appreciated.
And so Brett's comment when he joined in said, happy birthday, Dad. I love you so much.
Stop. You know I'm a big softie.
That's why he's got glasses on.
I know. My eyes they're like, when you feel those tears coming up. Thank you, Brett. I love you as well.
Jurgen's Journeys, in response to the animations on that video, he said, wow, those illustrations are great. You've got skills.
It's more, well, thank you. But it's more just painstaking time other than skill. Anybody can do it. But it just takes more time than anything else. But thank you so much.
I have no clue how he did it. Camper Life's here. Hi, William.
Hey, William. Thanks for joining us.
Montana Project said, can you full-time in Hawaii?
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I was thinking, boy, if we ever move back to Hawaii, I wonder if we could keep the Roads We Roam channel live and full-time. I don't know.
Can we ship the little guy, Max, and for about $5 million, we could get a 4x8 piece of land. And just
I was like, where are you going with this? One, I don't know how we'd ever come across that. But yeah, I mean, shipping it wouldn't be too expensive.
about $800
But
to $1,000.
yeah, that's a good question. If you could, I may be on my way to Hawaii. No, just kidding. Not going to Hawaii, but that's a good question.
I would love to go back there. But we went back about 3 years ago for
Yeah.
Christmas with the kids. And Oahu, which is where Russ grew up and we lived for several years, it has gotten so crowded. I think we would probably look at some of the other islands.
Yeah, probably the Big Island.
So if you are planning a vacation to Hawaii, get in touch with us. We'll give you some tips, some insider information, but we recommend you go to some of the other islands and kind of, you'll enjoy it more.
The North Shore got crazy, which is where I grew up. The North Shore is considered country, and I see all my cousins and all my friends posting like 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, and they're backed up in traffic, 4 miles. And back in the day, while I was growing up, the only time you had that problem was when there was either an accident or when there was a big surf competition, like maybe the Eddie Aikau Quicksilver or the Triple Crown competitions. Then traffic would get backed up. But now it almost seems like it's a daily hassle.
It was really, I'm glad we did a VRBO with a house out on the North Shore.
What is a VRBO? I thought we did a B&B.
It's like Airbnb, but it's called VRBO.
I gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha. Learning is for living. They're from Litchfield, Connecticut. I know where that is. I'm from Putnam. Just saying that. Liz DC's here, and she said her season's still on. They have a trio planned for this weekend.
Yeah, Liz, thank you for that. We are going to get a couple of those bikes, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
Those electric bikes. Yeah, I think they're called Letric is the name of the company.
Yeah, it's going on my spreadsheet, but it's a high ranking on the spreadsheet at the moment.
Yeah, big fans of those. My goodness.
Natman said you can full-time in Hawaii. It's called living on the beach.
Yeah.
The beach.
The beach,
yeah. The beach.
Yeah, I tell you, I don't know if I would go that extent to go back to Hawaii, but growing up, I had a dilemma. I had to choose between two different paths. One path was going to be a beach bum, live on the beach, go surfing all the time, eat lobster, fish,
not bad.
Coconut, pineapple, all that stuff, mango. Take a shower at the beach showers and sleep in a tent. And then the other one was going to be law enforcement. I saw this guy that I grew up watching. He worked just enough at this place called Eat to the Max, which is a fast food place on the North Shore, a little drive-in diner type thing, and just to buy surf wax for his board, to go surfing. And I was like, man, he lives on the beach. He's got a great life. And I started realizing, I was like, man, he doesn't ever have any girls, I was okay, cop it is.
That was the deciding factor.
That was the deciding factor back then. Now I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that was important because right now, if I was living on the beach and didn't have any retirement or Social Security or anything like that to look forward to, that would be a scary thing at 40-something.
You would be in Hawaii on the beach.
Yeah, but I would be like, I messed up.
Blue Wave said he's traveling Florida this winter.
Oh, fantastic.
As are we, for at least a good portion of it.
Yeah, we'll be down in Florida for quite some time. We're heading down there for November, late November. My grandmother's birthday is the 23rd. She'll be 100 years old. And then we haven't decided if we're going to stay in Florida through January, but we'll probably be up in the Georgia area, back and forth around.
Carolinas, maybe.
Carolinas, yeah.
He wants to go metal detecting on the beaches.
I do.
We originally had planned on working our way down the East Coast with all the beaches, and then we now have to go back to Tennessee for a little bit, and it brought us more inland, so we've got time. We might as well do that. Yeah. So TK in Texas. Sorry I missed it all. No, you are here.
You're right on time. Thanks for joining us.
So Natman said, if you make it to New Hampshire, make sure you visit where I was born in the Twin Mountain area. We just passed New Hampshire.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends up in New Hampshire
we'll come back.
That came down for this pound the ground metal detecting hunt that we were just at. Great metal detecting all in that area, but it's getting cold right now, so heading away.
Yeah. Hey, Robin Taylor's here.
Hey, Robin, thanks for joining us.
So Listy C1 said there are year-round campgrounds in the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, but you do have to do some research.
Yeah.
That might be something that I might try. I'm curious about that because that really, I took for granted that there are campgrounds. And once I realized when I started looking in Connecticut when we were going to visit some family with everything shutting down, that you really have to put a lot more extra thought into camping in the Northeast if you're
especially
traveling.
off season.
Exactly. I mean, for us, we were already thinking there weren't as many boondocking places as what we're used to out west. And then now you take some of the campground elements out of it.
Yeah, I know. You struggled a little bit, but you got us a decent place. Blazing Wi-Fi. That was the only thing I liked about that campground, other than having Heidi and then your Aunt Charlene and Uncle T-Boy come visit us. That campground was...
Yeah, it was not very good. We'll go into that on Wednesday, so that way it's one you can avoid.
Yeah,
we very rarely...
Unless you want Wi-Fi. That
Yeah, the
had
Wi-Fi was
blazing Wi-Fi.
But we very rarely will give somewhat negative, but we'll explain the reasons why on that one. Now, Donna was talking about she cannot wait to get out on her 320. She has a brand new Tab 320S.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful setup.
But
New truck,
she's had
too.
the cataract surgery and everything planned, so she's got to delay it just a little bit longer. But she lives in Arizona, so she can take off as soon as she's ready for that.
We'll have to hook up when we're coming through Arizona, Donna. We'll take you out to dinner for all the fantastic help that you've given us.
So Donna said, Hawaii, the hula makes me bawl. It's so beautiful, powerful, and spiritual.
It is. One of my favorite things is watching the Merry Monarch Festival. That's every year. And the women's hula is beautiful, but there's something about the men's hula that is just amazing. I love watching men's hula. It's very powerful.
Brett is still in the room. He used to do that. We would watch the Merry Monarch Festival.
When he was just a little baby.
He was a little baby, and he'd be stomping in the living room trying to do it.
I agree with you, though, Donna.
Montana Project also just bought those electric e-bikes.
Oh, yeah.
So...
I saw Donna say that electric is actually manufactured in Phoenix there. So, yeah, they look great. We're just going to have to put them in the budget and get them, because
eventually.
We're not going to buy a tow behind. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
We've been doing pretty well without a tow behind, but there are some times that we've had to go distances or, it's uphill, and we think an electric bike would be a more economical version for us. So that's what we're looking at. Yeah.
Chuck is here. Get Bronson.
Hey, Chuck.
He apologizes for being late. Don't
That's
worry
all
about
right.
it.
We'll
We're
give
good.
you a pass this time.
Just this time. We have, let's see. So Outdoor Staycations, they're also going to be in Tampa for this show.
Awesome.
It sounds like a lot of people are going to be at the Tampa show.
And we're going to have a meetup there. So everybody who's in Tampa at the time, I know Blue Wave is going to be there. I know Adria Chang is going to be there. I know there's going to be a lot of other people there. If you're there, come on over to our meetup. We'll have all kinds of finger foods and stuff and great talk and discussion. So we look forward to seeing a lot of you guys in person at Tampa.
Camper Life just mentioned that I may have missed a comment as I was scrolling through. He said, to Blue Wave, does the Roads We Roam know about the meetup? What meetup? We need to know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Maybe we missed something. Deborah Cadabra. So Deborah Cadabra has an electric bike. Oh my goodness, It seems like a lot of people have that.
Yeah, they look solid. I like the fact that they're fat tires and foldable still, Well, and they get they can go like 28 miles per hour and constantly getting about 25 miles on them.
One of the reasons, there have been a few instances, I will admit, not having a tow behind vehicle.
That's been a pain.
It has been a pain. One of the bigger reasons is laundry, quite honestly. Yeah. We couldn't, especially out here, trying to find laundromats that have a big enough parking lot that we can get to there. Today we got lucky.
We had a big old place where we could park and do laundry.
Yeah, we found one in a big old shopping mall area, and nobody was there.
Well, and one of the big stores had closed, so the parking lot was just empty, so I parked there. Carrie went in and did the laundry.
In 1 hour, I got all our laundry done.
Yeah.
But, it's kind of nice not having to worry about that, and we save a little bit of money along the way.
Of course.
You just have to think of things a little bit differently, and we've been doing it for 6 months now. Just about 6 months. So I think we can go a little bit more, but if we got e-bikes.
Yeah.
That would make just exploring, I think.
saw
some areas.
Barefoot. He was saying that I guess Barefoot Adventures is having a meetup like January 16th. We probably won't be able to make that, but we are having our meetup at the Tampa thing. So
yeah, if their meetup is at, because I know that the RV show runs the 15th through the 19th, I think are the dates. We are going to be at the show on the fairgrounds that whole time.
And we are so busy at these shows because we come out with daily videos. So it's show, video, show, video, show, video. It's very busy time
But if
for
they
us.
have that at the fairgrounds in the evening, then yes, we could do that. But it's just
Maybe.
during the...
Yeah, I mean, we are literally just pumping out video after video after video for those things.
At the shows. Well, Dave and Susan can probably attest.
Yeah. Yeah, they ended up having to wait for us so we could get our video up there at Hershey. I felt bad, but had to get those videos up.
That's true. Well, we promised people that we'd go check out the stuff. Robert Stitch says, I have observed that New Hampshire is a very tourism-oriented state. Due to not having a general state sales tax, there are several outlet malls throughout the state. Yes, that's right. I remember growing up in Connecticut, we would actually travel up into New Hampshire and hit some of those outlet malls. So that's been that way for a long while. Except we used to also go see the Man on the Mountain. It was like the side of the mountain that was in the shape of a man, and I think his nose fell off, so now it doesn't.
I remember hearing about that, yeah.
Liz DC1 said, one tip, not sure where you'll be in February, but South Carolina makes all their campgrounds 50% off for February.
Too bad we're not going to be in the Carolinas then.
For February, that's right. But
We're
for
heading.
everyone else, if you want to get away from the north, head down to South Carolina. You're going to save a lot of money, and it still is a lot more.
Yeah, that's great information. Unfortunately,
great information, Liz. Thank
we're
you.
heading west by then. I think February, isn't the
right
Phoenix show in February?
It's either February or like a week after the Tampa show.
Yeah.
I know it's a quick
I just
turnaround
know that
time.
February we have it slotted where we have to start heading west.
He's been getting antsy to get back out west, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah. I couldn't wait to get out east, and now I'm like, I just want to get back out west. So yeah, I guess it's just one of those things, you know.
So outdoor staycations at the Tampa show, are you staying in the show parking lot or at local RV parks?
Yeah, we're staying at the show parking lot.
Now, last year, we did not stay there, but we found out it was only $14 a night to stay there and dry camp.
A lot cheaper than Hershey. Hershey was $55 a night to dry camp. But I saw somebody comment asking when our meetup is. We haven't come out with the exact date and time, but it will be during the show, at the show. By the show, we mean the Tampa show. We should know here. We are having a meeting between us to set what our plan is for that show soon, so we'll have that out shortly.
So one of the things, when Russ was talking about that, I've been working on our website. If you check our website, if you click under the RV 101, I have now put an RV show schedule up on where it's a page and it goes state by state.
Yeah.
But what my next step is, and I should have that done in the next day or two here, is putting that also on our event calendar. And then I will highlight and annotate any of the RV shows that we will be at. So that way, if you're looking by the date or by the location, you should be able to tell what shows are coming up in your area and whether or not we'll be there. So we're planning our next couple months schedule here this week.
Exactly.
Let's see. Rosebud Travel said they love the electric bike too. I mean, e-bikes are just
and that electric brand is doing fantastic.
Well, you know what's funny is we didn't want to hook them up to the back of the RV.
Yeah.
Worried about theft and whatnot. So we wanted something that could fold down easily, and we almost were thinking of scooters, just the stand-up scooters like what you see around some of these metropolitan. Could you imagine us on those?
Yeah, and the other thing too is, you know, if you get into gravel area, like a lot of these campgrounds or campsites that we go to are, a scooter's not all that efficient. So when we saw the big tires on that thing, we said, man, that's fantastic.
I love the fat tires, and then you've got that back thing where you can put bags on and hook everything up on the rack too. But I love how it folds down, and it really could, if we wanted to store it in here, there's room underneath the bed, or we could put it on either side of the bed. So that would work either way.
I agree.
And even if you had a small trailer, so let's say we were traveling somewhere with the little guy Max, we could easily just put it in there while we're traveling.
Yeah, you're right.
Camper Life said they're starting their track west in February as well. Yeah, that's the time to go.
Yep.
Just be aware, New Mexico in March is incredibly windy. Incredibly windy.
Yeah, it was. That little guy Max there in Elephant Butte, man. Ooh.
But
I know
some
Carrie
of the strongest winds.
Carrie thought, she said, I'm afraid it's going to tip over.
And we were on like this little outshoot precipice.
Like a plateau almost.
Yeah, like a plateau. And I thought for sure we'd be in the bottom of the canyon by the end of the night.
It was windy, but not that windy. I felt bad. There was some tent campers that night, remember? I was like, oh my goodness.
These two girls were trying to tent camp, and you just saw that thing. It was pushed down almost flat the majority of the night. They gave up and slept in their car.
They slept in the car, yeah.
Justin and Christina's RV van life.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
I love that emoji that you put on here. I don't know where you got that, but it's very cute. I like it. Keep on RVing is here too. We made it better late than never.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and anybody, if you go to New Mexico, you've got to go to City of Rocks State Park. It's just north of Deming, so if you're taking the 10, get off in Deming and just head north.
Yep.
And you'll come across it. I think it's, 20 miles, maybe?
Yeah, from Deming, 21 miles.
Yeah, so what you do is you stop in Deming, you get your pizza from Forget About It.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick little sneak peek. Next Saturday is going to be, actually, it's the 19th, right? Next Saturday?
Yes.
And that is our 1 year Nomad anniversary. The 19th, we left October 19th, 2018. So our Saturday video, October 19th, 2019, is going to be our 1 year recap. And what that is basically going to cover is a lot of our experiences. But I'll tell you right now, here's the spoiler, is we're going to talk about our favorite pizza from all these travels. And that is from that little town in New Mexico, Deming, New Mexico. Forget about it.
Well, you gave it out already.
That's why I said it's a spoiler. That's what a spoiler is.
Okay. We have... Jurgen has to leave, but he's wishing you a very great birthday.
Thank you.
Yes. So how is New Mexico in mid-January, passing through there for Tabazona?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
There are a lot of windy areas, but
it's not really windy in January. It's cooler, but it's still a lot warmer than what you're going to find in most other places.
If you're going to spend a lot of time in New Mexico, unless you're just passing through, it's not worth it. But like Carrie and I spent a lot of time in New Mexico last year, and we got the state parks pass. What that did was basically make everything. It took $10 off the stay. So if you're at full hookups, meaning water, sewer, and electricity, it's normally $18. It costs us $8 a night. If you just had electric and water, it dropped it from $14 to $4 a night. And if you were boondocking or dispersed camping, it was free. It went from $10 down to $0.
Now here's the thing. So that's what we were used to coming from the Southwest. And when we came here onto the East Coast, the cost for state parks just kind of, it really blew my mind. We stayed for one night at a state park right before the Hershey show. Yeah. $53 for one night with full hookups in a state park.
Yeah, we were used to like $18 most, at most. But I got to tell you, if you, so Camper Life, if you're going through that New Mexico area, you have to stop at City of Rocks. Like we said, we got Deming, New Mexico. There's a great Harvest Host there. It used to be called St. Clair Wine, but they changed their name now.
Yeah, but it'll be on the Harvest Host listing. And
City of Rocks is gorgeous. Don't pay for the hookups unless you absolutely need hookups. Do the dispersed camping. They'll put you in the rocks.
Yeah, the dispersed camping you get in the rocks. Yeah, where the paid sites, they only have about 18, and they're all in this one little strip. They're just
2 rows of campers, but don't do that if you absolutely, if you don't need to, don't do it. Go in that dispersed area. Beautiful. There's 30 or 40 sites out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Easy. Diary of a Family's here.
Hey, Garrett, thanks for joining us.
No, it's Carolyn.
Oh, Carolyn.
Yeah, Carolyn.
Yeah. Well, I know Carolyn's always working, so she's a busy woman, so I always just think it's Garrett. Well, thank you for joining us, Carolyn.
I set you up for that, too, though.
I know, huh?
So, yeah, he said, Camper Life said, thanks for the advice. We've never been to New Mexico, so not sure what to expect.
Yeah, you're going to like it.
Oh, we absolutely loved it. There were so many, but they're all about 18 miles from any town, any state park.
Yeah, that's right. And then again, there's another great place out there in Tier C, Truth or Consequences. They have an amazing museum there, Veterans Museum. It's one of the best small museums I've ever been to. That's in T or C. But do you remember the name of that drive-in that had the great food?
A&B Drive-In.
Wow, I can't believe you remembered that. But yeah, A&B Drive-In. If you're going through T or C, amazing food at that drive-in.
Yeah, really good food there.
Yeah.
But New Mexico on a whole, Robert had said, I guess New Mexico's a bit cheaper than the other Southwest states. It really is.
It
Their
can be,
state
yeah.
park system is very robust. And if you plan on spending more than 20 days or more than 3 weeks camping, then that state park pass
It's worth it.
is worth it.
Yeah.
And that's just because if you're an out-of-state resident, it's just over $200. I think it's $210. But if you're staying anything less than 3 weeks in the state, then it's still a much cheaper option than if you go to a lot of other places. And then you add on to that BLM land that is available within the state,
There's a lot of
too.
BLM land.
So it's very friendly. We went to, you have to go to Pie Town.
I don't think we're going to go to Pie Town with this, though.
No, but that's the other thing. Pie Town in the winter, don't go there then.
Yeah.
We found out the hard way. Pie Town is literally this small town, and it's called Pie Town because this one little general store area used to make pies, and everybody would come from around to buy the pies.
Yep.
Well, they're closed from, I think...
They're closed during the wintertime.
Yeah, they're closed in the wintertime, and we missed it by like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
When we went out there, so... But
And
if
we
you do
took the
go,
long
the pies
way.
are amazing.
We took the long way. If you're coming from T or C area, Elephant Butte, you almost have to go back to that Albuquerque area, don't you, to get on the freeway to go there?
Well, no, we were Albuquerque. We went to the Route 66 resort, and then we headed west.
That's right,
And then came
yeah.
down. It's better to get back on the 25 and then come down the 25 and head on
we
over.
had 30 miles of dirt road, and that was
Not
just
worth it.
horrendous. But good place to stay. We had elk and deer coming through our campsite in the middle of the night and during the early morning hours. It was beautiful.
Oh, absolutely. Rosebud's Travel said they went to Rosebud, Texas. They're going to try to take their Rosebud to every Rosebud in the U.S.
Oh, there you go. That's a cool idea.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea for YouTubers. A lot of people like missions. So if you're doing a mission like that and, you know, your mission is to go to every Rosebud in the United States, I think that's a great mission. Because people like stories. They like to follow stories. Just like Nomadic Fanatic. I don't really like his stuff when he doesn't have a mission, but when he's like traveling the Route 66 or when he's following the Mississippi
Or the Lincoln Highway.
Highway, I watch those because I like to see his mission. He's got a story. So I think that's a great idea, guys.
JT and DT are stopping by.
Hey, guys.
Howdy from the West
El
Texas
Paso.
town of El Paso. Yes,
Yeah.
I've got that song in my head now. Harold
All right,
Gatlin.
Blue Wave Odyssey, thank you so much.
Bye, Bob. Bye, Karen. Harold Gatlin said, don't forget about the original Smokey the Bear burial site at Capitan, New Mexico.
I didn't know about that.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, we were in that area too, weren't we?
The Capitan.
Were
I think
we?
so. I
Yeah.
think it's down by that one outcropping that we went to. But no, we have
We
not
didn't
checked
know
it out,
about
so
that.
we will.
So thank you so much. We'll have to check that out.
RV Underway said, make sure to check out Blue Wave Odyssey's Breaking Bad tour of Albuquerque. Fun. Yes, he went to the crazy chicken place and...
El Pollo Loco or
no, Hermanos.
Hermanos. I don't know what it is. But yeah, we love that show.
I've heard a lot of good things about the Netflix did their movie based off of what happened at the end of Breaking Bad. What happened with Jesse.
Okay.
And that series was kind of
Hey,
up or down.
Jessica. Greetings from Ireland. Also,
Oh my
happy birthday,
goodness.
Russ.
Hi, Jessica.
Jessica is our soon-to-be daughter-in-law. Heck, she's already our daughter-in-law.
Yes.
But she and our son Brett are getting married here, and they got some good news. Their fiancé visa stuff is almost taken care of. So pretty soon, Jessica and Brett will be back together. I know they've been apart for over a year and a half now, and Brett has gone to Northern Ireland to see Jessica, but I know we're super excited for you guys, and we're excited that you're getting to come back to the United States here soon and get married.
Jessica.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I think that's the first time she's been in on one of our we've known.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Proceeding onward, they were saying goodbye to Blue Wave, hello to JTDT. Harold Gatlin said that was where Smokey was from, but he died in Washington, D.C., but then he was buried in Capitan.
Oh, wow.
Boy, look at all these people on this knowledge that I have no clue
Yeah, we're
about.
going to have to check that out.
Sailing Florida is here. Hey, Sailing Florida, that's
Hey.
a new name. Thank you for weighing in. Got the thumbs up for you.
Awesome, thank you. RV, living the RV local live. Hey guys, we're only here for a couple seconds. They're checking in. They've probably got a live chat of their own that they're doing.
I think so. They're
She's
going
been
hiking.
doing massive amounts of live chats. I mean, massive. 3-hour-long live chats, 4 or 5 times a day. So check those out if you get a chance.
Camper Life said, congratulations. Oh, Royce Nelson, happy birthday, Russ. Royce is another one. Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for joining us.
Robert Stitch says, it seems quite often that Eric Jacobs, a.k.a. Nomadic Fanatic, shows quite a lot of his TV modifications and on most of his previous motorhomes unplanned repair work when he wasn't traveling down the road. You're right. I mean, he does a lot of TV modifications on that thing. Who was it that they said that they passed him? Where he was pulled over and they're like, oh, there's Nomadic Fanatic, and they could see the glow of the TV light from a big difference away.
Boy,
He's
I
got a
forget
huge
who we were
TV.
talking to. Yeah, we were talking to somebody that was just out there with him. I think it was actually Patrick and Patty saw
it
him.
might have been.
Yeah, on their
Yeah.
Summer of Someday tour.
What's the one for? Oh, next year they're not doing one, are they?
I don't know.
We should weigh in on the name.
Yeah.
Russ steals Patrick's truck for the summer thing.
Who knows?
Oh, you should pick on Camper Life because Patrick was asking for questions for their midweek update, and William's question was, "Why did you let Russ use your truck?"
Oh my goodness.
Gip Bronson said 58 watching, but only 34 likes. Some of y'all need to click the thumbs up.
Hey, thank you very much, Chuck. Appreciate that.
We do appreciate that. I'm actually kind of
Wow, you're caught
up.
My
So
goodness.
that does give me a chance to talk about winterizing because we do have people getting ready to winterize.
Okay.
Now,
We have a video showing how it's done.
yes, we do. We went to Tom's Camperland.
Yep.
And what he did really applies to a lot of different types of rigs. This was for the little guy Max.
Yeah, it's the same pretty much to most rigs. You know, you're just getting that stuff. Actually, ours was de-winterizing. It wasn't winterizing. Yeah, but you just do it in reverse.
But one of the things that I did want to kind of put out there, and it was something that I didn't really think of before I started RVing, the winterization fluid is different than regular antifreeze
Yes, yeah.
from vehicles. And I was shocked when we first did the tour of our little guy. When we first got it, it had been winterized.
Hold on one second. Living the RV local life, you just show up. There's no reservations needed
Oh, for what?
to camp at the show.
Oh, at the Tampa show.
Yeah, you just
No
show
reservation.
up, drive in, pick your camping spot, tell them you're going to boondock, and that's it.
So the when we were doing the final walkthrough, the salesman actually turned on the spigot, the pink stuff was coming out, and he put his finger under there and he actually put it in his mouth, and I was about ready to have a panic attack.
Yeah.
And he said, no, this stuff is actually non-toxic.
Mm-hmm.
So winterization fluid is different than regular antifreeze, and if you put that in, some people on some of our blogs and other videos had asked about what happens if that gets on the ground, if dogs drink it or anything.
Yeah.
If you use the regular RV winterization fluid, if it does get on the ground, it's okay.
Yeah, it's biodegradable.
Yes. So I just wanted to put that out there. That was something that I had recently learned. So I figured I would share that with everyone. All right. So Jim has to go. He's wrapping
All right, Jim.
up.
Thanks for joining us.
And happy birthday, Russ. Didn't know it was your birthay from
Who said
Carlos
that?
and Renee.
Oh, well, thank you guys. Much appreciated.
48 years young, right?
Yep, that's right.
He finally caught up with me.
I was texting back and forth with Chris. He said, "You still do all the stupid things. You just do them. You just do them slower as you get older." So
Much
yeah,
slower.
yeah.
But as far as the other things, so are there any tips that you all have learned about winterization that you think is a surprise or something that you want to make sure that people should absolutely remember? We don't winterize because we travel nonstop. So
Yeah.
that's not something that we really do, but we'd love to be able to
Well,
share the information.
even if we were, so I don't want anybody to think that, oh, if you're traveling, if you're in your rig, you don't have to do winterize.
Right.
Because if you are traveling up north, you're dry camping because you have to winterize.
Very true.
Because your stuff will still freeze unless you have a 4 seasons. Ours is 4 season. We don't have to worry about that. All of our plumbing is inside, and then our tanks are heated.
Yeah, we have a little heater button even for the black tank.
But in the Little Guy Max, we tried to stay away from freezing weather, which didn't work all the time. So, but I've found that even if it gets down in the 30s, 31, 30 degrees, it still takes, if you've got that inside heat going on, our stuff never froze. And we had it where it was like 2 or 3 days. So, but our hose did, but not the inside stuff.
Yeah, we got
But I think if you're more than 2 days in freezing weather, then you probably have to worry about it. Take steps, wrap the pipes, or have seen people take blankets, put it around the outside, or tarps, and then have a heater underneath to trap that air in. But yeah.
I know Fabian and Becky, they actually invested in one of those heated hoses.
Okay.
That you can get.
Yeah. I think we should probably look at that, because that's the only issue that we're going to have once we get... Because we try to stay out of it, but let's be honest.
There could be a surprise freeze or something.
And there will be, because they happen. We should probably get that, because that's the only problem we've ever had.
Yes, and that was in Texas. So it was in Texas, and overnight there was a very hard freeze that came through, and we walked out in the morning, and there was a puddle of water right below where the hose was, and it had frozen right at the nozzle. That could have caused a lot of damage. Thankful it did not, and then we had to wait a little while to unhook it because it was all frozen in that area. So if you do travel some of the areas that are prone to cooler weather, investing in one of those heated hoses that I know Fabian.
So RV reviews by the Air Force guy, very knowledgeable. He's coming up with some great information there. So check that out. You'll be able to figure some stuff out.
He said you blow out your water lines with the air first, then run RV antifreeze. Don't forget your ice maker, washer, outside shower, outside kitchen, outside sprayer port, city water inlet, and black tank rinse.
Yeah. So how you get those in there is you turn those on, so that it's getting the RV antifreeze into those areas.
Okay, I'm going to mutilate this, but I'm going to try it. Holy la hano.
Happy birthday. Thank you, brother.
Did I say it okay?
No.
No. How do you say it?
Just go on. Come
on.
This isn't a Hawaiian class here.
All right. Northwoods RV Life. Up here in the cold north, we always use RV antifreeze. Just don't blow out the lines. Residual moisture can still break faucets. And always make sure to run antifreeze through all faucets, including the shower door. So yeah, make sure you get it put in there and run them for a little bit so you can make sure that it's through everywhere.
Very good information, guys. Thank you so much.
So POA said they have their heating hose working, and it's been working so far, but they're still scared that the filter will pop, so they just took that out.
Oh.
So they're worried about that. So that's a good tip to try to do that. Robert Stitch said the consensus is that most 4-season RVs are only good in mild winter weather if you want to use the plumbing and be relatively comfortable.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out, because this is going to be our first year. But honestly, I don't think we will find out, because we will be down southwest, and when it does freeze, it gets down to those freezing temperatures, it's usually only 1 or 2 nights at a time.
Yeah, it's not that deep freeze that you see in like Minnesota.
And we were fine with the Little Guy Max, which isn't by any means a four season thing, but this is a 4 season, so I don't think we'll have any problems, because like you said, we're not going to be in those deep, long freezes.
That's one thing. So with our Little Guy Max, we did not have the benefit of that Aldi heating system like the Tab has, where they can keep the floor warm. That was the one area that it got really cold.
Yeah.
And then the tanks are somewhat exposed. I know Kate and KV got their tanks wrapped.
Yep.
Which they said did make a big difference. And how much does it cost?
It was like $700.
Oh, to get all the tanks and lines.
Yeah, and then they had electrical. They not only did they have it wrapped, but they had electrical heating on there too.
So if you do plan on doing camping in a unit that's not 4-season or 3-season, you can modify it for a fairly reasonable price.
Yeah, I think it just depends. They've got a very small unit, so and they've done a lot of work with theirs. So yeah, I think theirs was about $700 for that.
Diary of a Family said, I'm always so worried about freezing. Last year we winterized in Washington and did fine. Heated hose, dehumidifier, lots of propane. Our tanks are also heated. Dehumidifier, yes, that's very important. In our little guy Max, we did not have a lot of space. So we used that damp rid, but then I also had these Ever-Dry little plug-in things that
those worked real well.
They did. I had 2 of them, and we just plugged them into the outlets, and so they would absorb the moisture, and then when you wanted to dispel, it has these little gel things in them that when you plug it in, it heats it up, and it'll get rid of that, so they're reusable.
There's a lot of information on that on our Amazon shop. Go to our website and you can see that there. You've got them listed there.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But if you have a bigger unit for something like what we have here, I would probably invest one of those tower
because not only is it more space to cover, but we have more space for storage now.
Because we did notice when we were in Tennessee and the weather was getting cold,
yes,
that we would wake up in the morning and you could feel the moisture on the walls. And you could feel it everywhere. So that, and then you have to worry about mold under the mattress. Where if you got something like a Froley system or something, that helps elevate it a little bit to get that air circulation in there.
Yeah,
dehumidifiers, very good point, Carol.
We never had that problem, but yeah, like we did everything we could to combat moisture. I just saw Donna gave us our cue that it is time to end. It's been an hour. We don't want to dominate your time, and there's still football going on. So we're driving, so I'm not going to be able to watch it. So if you guys could do me a favor, if you're inclined to watch football, I'll be thinking about you guys and living vicariously through you guys.
All right, one last tip, because I thought I didn't even know about this.
Okay.
Northwoods RV Life says if you have an RV pump, it has a strainer and it should be drained.
There you go.
There you go. We will leave you with that tip for the day.
All right, guys. Any last-minute questions, comments, go ahead, fire them away. If not, thank you so much for all the happy birthday wishes. I feel loved and honored, so thank you guys so much.
All right, everyone. Have a happy, safe week. We will see you on Wednesday, and you can hear all about our zombie camp experience. All right. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.